evaluate the limit of x divided by the quantity x plus 4 squared times x minus 6 as x approaches 6. If we use direct substitution, we'll get 6 in the numerator, but we'll get a 0 in the denominator. So direct substitution cannot be used to solve this. Instead, let's approach x equals 6, or an x value of 6 from the left. So the limit of f of x as x approaches 6 from the left. We'll make our table x and then f of x. And values of x that are just below 6 would be 5 and 9/10, then we can do 5 and 99 hundredths, and 5 and 999 thousandths. If we substitute these values into a calculator and evaluate, we get about negative 60 hundredths for the first one. When we use 5 and 99 hundredths and substitute that in, we get negative 6 about, so negative 6. And then if we do 5 and 999 thousandths in for x, we get negative 60 and 0 hundredths. So we can see that it's approaching negative infinity right now. Now let's look at the limit of f of x as x approaches 6 from the right. So the values that we're going to substitute in this time are going to be 6 and 1/10, 6 and 1/100th, and 6 and 1,000th. When we substitute these values in, for 6 and 1/10, we'll get about 60 hundredths. And then if we do 6 and 1/100th, we'll get about positive 6. Because the 7 would round this up to the 99 hundredths up to a whole, so it would be 6. And if we do 6 and 1,000th, substitute that in for x, we get about 60 if we round to the nearest hundredth. So that's about positive 60. So we can see this one is positive infinity. Therefore, since these two limits do not match, this limit does not exist, or answer choice D.